Forgot to hit the intro button. Well, hello there. Surprise, surprise. Been busy again. Started at 7 a.m. and was working on the excavator since that time until just a little while ago. Stopped and ate lunch and got ready for this vlog. Gonna go back out there and work on it till at least dark probably. And I'll show you a little progress video clip on that. Have you been following Itchy Boots over in Turkey? She did put out another video yesterday, and I forgot to mention it yesterday, but she is amazing to go where she goes. And what I like about her videos the most, I think, is that you see things in the world that you would never see otherwise, or very unlikely to see. In other news, the boys are coming tomorrow evening. I guess they're leaving right after school or something, and so they'll get here tomorrow evening late. And I'm planning to have them learn how to operate my little mini excavator and mini skid steer, and maybe make a little rodeo for them, have a little competition between the two of them, like on time and stuff, and doing some things, just playing with it basically. I think they'll like that. At least I think they will. I may find out different. What about the lesson tonight? Do you want one? And if you do, I have kind of a different idea. I thought we could do a lesson with the with the mandolin again, but concentrate on yodel songs. Lots of people have asked me how to yodel and different things, and over the years, and I've been thinking about it, and I don't know that I have very many tips, but I have one or two tips that might help if you wanted to learn how to do a yodel. So audio is very low. I wonder why. It's so dumb. I'm so dumb it's not even funny. Thank you, though, for the note. I don't know if you could hear me or not. But anyway, if you want to have a lesson tonight, we could do it on yodel, and I'll even use the microphone. I tell you, it's just not easy being me. I think that's my problem, is I have way too many things going on, and I just can't keep up with all of them. Here's the video to show you the status of where I'm at on the log splitter today. I did make really good progress. It probably isn't going to seem like much different to you, but trust me, I've done a lot of things here. Well, I've been working on this since 7 a.m., and I have made a lot of progress. Probably doesn't show. But I have the cylinder inside there. I have the ports coming out right here. You can possibly see the port there. And the other port coming out right here. And I have the blade into the eye of this. And again, this hole here is so that you can get the blade in there and all that. And I have some wings I'm going to weld on under here yet that'll be on the sides of this that'll keep this from going up and down. And I need to make a cover plate for this. I need to drill a hole through the end here, through the end pin, and make a cover plate with this that would also be a stop for this. Bolt it on there in maybe 4 or 5 places, and try to make it as sturdy as possible. That's about it, I guess. So, I still need to make some more spacers inside here to keep the cylinder more in the center. It's close to center, but it's not quite center. It's probably still needs to go up a hair yet. So anyway, we're getting there. This has been a big job. But I would say there's a good outside possibility that I'll finish it tomorrow. I hope so. I've still got this afternoon to work on it. And maybe tomorrow I can get the hoses and all that stuff if I can get the rest of this figured out. It's not a simple thing to figure out, but I think it's going to be pretty cool if it works. Yeah, I did a lot more than it shows. I cut a lot of spacer pieces out of the pipe itself. I had some extra pipe, and that's what I'm using to help center the thing inside the pipe. So I'm using spacers to kind of push it to the center, if you will. How I'm going to keep those spacers in place is yet another problem. And I don't know, there's several problems to solve yet, but it won't take too much longer, I don't think. I might possibly finish the fabrication part of it today, and then hopefully get the hoses for it tomorrow and get it hooked up, working tomorrow. And then I can put it to use. At least I think I can. Anyway, there's still quite a bit to do. It'll be a miracle if I finish it yet today, but it may be tomorrow before I actually finish the fabrication, but I'm hoping to get it done today. And then just before we went live here, JR came over, and guess what he's borrowing today? The mini excavator, wouldn't you know? So hopefully it comes back in one piece so that I can actually use the thing I've been working on. It'd just be my luck. It'll be broken after he gets done with it, and then I won't be able to use my log splitter. That would just be about par for the course. Rod Wintler was the number one in today, and David Tharp says howdy, and he says, let's just say that I won't be in the Guinness Book of World Records for math. I always tried to make the square root of a number round. Okay. Square root round, huh? Let's see. Bill Rhodes says good afternoon. And let's moving on down. He's praying for us. David Tharp, late. My late friend is never on time for anything. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have another late friend here before very long. You've heard a lot of the different recordings that I've played here on the channel, and some of them were the Pickin' Friends CD that we made, and the guy playing the banjo on the Pickin' Friends was Dick Hatfield, and he played the banjo, and for the most part he was playing the banjo right after he had had a stroke. In terms of, I think most of the tunes that you've heard were tunes that he played after he had his stroke. So the banjos, you know, if you compare it to other banjo players, it's a little bit on the weak side, but it was pretty good considering the severe stroke that he had. And anyway, I just got a call from his wife this morning, and she said that he's on his last leg. He's been in the veterans home for, gosh, I think it's almost 7 years, something like that. And the last year and a half, he's been on hospice. And he just keeps hanging on, but she said today that it looks like it's very near the end. His condition has changed, apparently. Very sad to hear. Dick was a good musician, good guy to play music with, and it's always sad to see him going by the way. And you know, it's really just the few people that I play with that you've seen on the channel are the last hurrah in this whole area. There's nobody else playing this music anymore in this area. And then after we went live, Bill Webb was the first one in there. I think I missed one by Sidecar Bob. Says, good news, I made it again. Well, good. And then Sidecar Bob says, again, bad news, I'm still doing flooring. Only a few more planks to go. Well, I don't envy you. That flooring thing is a pain in the neck. In fact, Sue ordered new flooring for the rooms she's remodeling. She's doing the remodeling in what I call the creek room, the room where the creek runs under the room. That's a room that we just don't utilize because it's in between the master bedroom and the library. And so she's remodeling it and I guess got plans to put furniture in there of some sort. And she's already bought most of the furniture, so I guess that's a given. She's got a carpet guy coming, I think it's Monday, that he's going to be laying the carpet in there and the library. So she's remodeling both that room and the library room and getting new carpet and the whole bit. And for the most part, I haven't had to do too much. A few things, but not too much. Okay, here's the comments on the audio, and let's see. Moving on down, Bill Webb says, It's a shame I spent 4 years in Turkey, but did very little sightseeing. I'd like to go back someday as a tourist. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Where she's at now is more what I expected to see. But where she was for the first, I don't know, couple of videos there, it surprised me that the scenery was quite different than I was expecting. Rod Wintler, it sounds better with the mic in the same room. Yeah. Let's see. Wavy Gravy. After many unsuccessful attempts, a farmer announced, I finally did it. I bred a turkey that has 6 legs. When asked how it tasted, he said, I don't know. I never could catch the darn thing. Yeah, we used to play shows for Tyson Chicken. My band, we would go down to Arkansas at their headquarters. I think it was right near where the Walmart was founded. I can't think of the name of that town right now, but I know the name of it. I just can't think of it. Anyway, it was real close there, and I don't know, several years in a row we played down there for Tyson Chicken. And Tyson, one of the things they would always say was they wish they could invent a chicken with, 3 legs or 6 legs or something, because apparently the chicken legs sell very well. When I was a kid, I used to eat the chicken legs, but I don't know, since being late teenager or whatever, I have always preferred the white meat. I just really like the white meat. Let's see. David Tharp says, don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but isn't it suspicious that the hurricane keeps happening in alphabetical order? I'd never thought of that. Yeah, that's a little bit more than a coincidence. Bill Webb, I didn't even notice the absence of the microphone. I just kept turning the volume up on my TV. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that didn't notice. Ronald Todd, much better audio now. Okay. Bruce Hines, good afternoon, Jerry and friends. And David Tharp, for the record, I no longer own a turntable. Okay. I know there's a joke there somewhere, David, but that one's going over my head too. I think it's Bentonville. Bentonville, yep, you're right. That is the town. A funny side story. I had an old rickety Winnebago motorhome that the boys we'd all stay in. It was a pretty big one, good size one anyway. Well, we get down to, this was probably the second or third trip down there, and this time, for whatever reason, we parked on this little deserted side road and went to sleep. We got down there late, and we were sleeping, and we didn't know it, but it was just on the other side of the railroad tracks. There was a line of, cedar trees. So you couldn't see on the other side of these cedar trees, but the railroad track was only about literally 10 feet on the other side of those cedar trees, and we didn't know that. So we're sleeping, and here comes a high-speed train down those tracks, blowing the horn and flashing a light. in the middle of the night. Boy, it scared the living. It was so loud. It was unbelievable. Right next to us. I think all of us woke up on that one. It was pretty scary. I thought I was sitting on the tracks the way it sounded. Let's see. Yeah, Daddy says only white meat for her. Wavy gravy. My wife left me because I never put the toilet seat down, and honestly, I'm not sure why I started carrying it around with me in the first place. I did get that one. David Tharp, can't play a record without a turntable. For the record, I no Okay, all right. For the record, I no longer. Okay, gotcha. David, you're messed up, man, and you're messing me up. That's the problem here. You're getting my mind all screwed up like this. Hugh O'Connor, ever considered underfloor heating? Yeah, but it's solid concrete floor, and it's just, yeah. And, well, actually, I did put it in one room, thinking that this would be the savior, that it was going to really be a good thing. And it's not a bad thing in one way. I mean, it works. It does a nice job. So, like in the master bathroom, which is a really huge room, it's way bigger than your average bathroom. It's 2 full bathrooms with 2 full walk-in closets is the amount of floor space, and it's good size. I mean, it's not tight or anything. So just imagine how much space that is. I'm going to say it's 15 by 30, something like that. Maybe not 30, 20 maybe, 15 by 20, something like that. So I put this heated floor in there thinking that would be great, for the bathroom especially. And then I thought if it works really well, I'll put it throughout the house. Well, it worked really well. But the electric bill tripled. And that's just one room. Because that concrete is so completely cold that the furnace, the thermostat on that electric floor just kicks on all the time. So it would be the same equivalent thing of just burning propane. It's gonna be kicking on all the time, and I'm not kidding you. The electric bill tripled just on that one room. So there's no way I would do it for the whole building. But I did try it, and it's still in there. We just don't use it anymore. And it does still work, just so you understand. David Thorpe, have you ever been in a group that you wanted to impress and leaned up against the wall, but it was 3 inches further back than you thought it was? Me neither. Yeah, I've never done that. It is a funny feeling, though, when you do that, when you try to lean back against something, and you catch yourself. Well, we got 119 viewers at the moment. Guys, I'm going to probably cut it off right there because I got a lot more fabricating to do, and it ain't going to get done unless I get down there and get it done. And I want to get that thing finished so I can move on to something else because I got so many projects I can't even count. Thank you all for being here. I don't know. I guess I'll probably have a lesson this evening. If anybody wants to show up, that'll be great. If not, well, then I'll just entertain myself. We'll see.